Hello students, today we are going to start chapter number 8, algebraic expressions. For introduction of algebraic expression, you can go through class 6th introduction video which I will mention in description. You can check through that, and here in short I will explain what is algebra and how we are doing problems based on this. So first thing, in algebra we will use two types of symbol. Algebra is the combination of variables and number. So numbers we will call constant, and the variables, all the alphabets we will call variables. Constant means which value is fixed. So these values we cannot change from our side. All the number, whether it is positive, negative, fraction, decimal, everything will come under constant, and all the alphabets and other symbol will come under variable. Variable means which will vary, depend on the condition. So these value will depend on the condition, it will change according to the condition. Next thing, what are the algebraic expression? The combination of these numbers and these alphabets with the help of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division is algebraic expression. So you can see here 2x plus 3, this is an algebraic expression. 4x square minus x plus 4, this is also an algebraic expression. 3x square y, this is also an algebraic expression. 4xy divided by y, this is also an algebraic expression. And in algebraic expression, remember, multiplication and division will not separate the term. Here we can multiply 3x, x and y, but this is a single term. In this next example, 4x I am multiplying and y I am dividing, and this is also a single term. Only the addition and subtraction will separate the term. So this we will count as one term. This is also one term, but here we have two terms. This is the first term and this is the second term. In this next example we have three terms. This is first, this is second, and this is the third term. Now we are starting exercise 8.1, and parallelly I will explain you all the terms related to this chapter. First question, form the algebraic expression 6 more than thrice a number x. So this statement we have to change into the mathematical form. 6 more means we have to add, then thrice a number. Thrice means 3 times a number. So 3 times a number means 3x. Number is given here x. Thrice a number is 6 more. 6 more means we have to add 6. So this is 3x plus 6 is an algebraic expression for this statement. Second is given 5 times x is subtracted from 13. So from 13 means 13 will come at the first place. We have to subtract 5 times of x. 5 times of x means 5x. Times means we have to multiply. Third one, the number x and y both squared and added. So both number we have to square, means x square and y square, and then we have to add these numbers. So plus symbol will come. Next, fourth part. Number 7 is added to 3 times the product of p and q. So number 7 we have to add with 3 times the product of p and q. Product means multiplication, and 3 times also multiplication means 3pq. This is the product of p and q, and 3 times means with 3, and we have to add 7. Next, fifth part. 3 times of x means 3x. We have to subtract from the product of x with itself. X with itself means x into x. X into x will become x square. From this we have to subtract 3 times of x, means 3x. Next, sixth part. Sum of the number m and n is subtracted from their product. So from their product means we have to multiply these number. From their product means mn. In algebra it's not compulsory to mention multiplication symbol. If it is written mn means we have multiplied m and n. So from mn we have to subtract the sum of these numbers. So sum of these number means m plus n, that we will keep in bracket because this whole thing we have to subtract from this. Next, question number 2 we have, a taxi driver charges rupees 9 per kilometer and fixed charges of 50 rupees. If the taxi is hired for x kilometer, write an expression for this. So first of all we will find out the charges for x kilometer. Charges for x kilometer will be 9 into x, because for each kilometer 9 rupees is there, so it will become 9x. So total charge will be, he is taking 50 rupees as fixed, which everyone has to pay, and along with the charges according to the distance. So 50 plus 9x, which you can write 9x plus 50 also, both are same. So this is an algebraic expression for this situation. Next, question number 3, write down the algebraic expression whose terms are given, like 5a minus 3b and c. So all these we have to write together. 5a, then minus 3b, and with c there is no symbol, means plus is there. So we'll put plus if no symbol is mentioned. So 5a minus 3b plus c is an algebraic expression from these terms. Similarly, second one, x square minus 5x plus 6, because 6 there is no symbol, means plus is there. Third part, x square y plus xy minus xy square. Next, question number 4, write all the terms of each of the following algebraic expression. This is the reverse of up question. So we have to write the terms here. 3 minus 7x. So one term is 3, another term is minus 7x. In second one, first term is 2, second term is minus 5a, and third term is 3 by 2a. Symbol plus, it is not necessary to mention. In third part, 3xy is the first term, comma, minus 4y cube, comma, minus 7xy square, and 3. If minus symbol is there, that we have to mention compulsory, but if it is plus, it is not compulsory to mention. Next, question number 5, identify the terms and their factor in the algebraic expression given below. So this expression is given, this expression is having two terms. First is minus 4x and second one is 5y. Again we have to factorize it. So this we can write as minus 4 and x, and this 5y we can write 5 into y. Here this 4 also again we can write as minus 2 into 2. So these are the factors of this given expression. Next, second part, in this also we have two terms. One symbol is there, plus symbol. This is first term, this is second term. So we have here two terms. First is xy and second term is 2x square y square. Now we have to write it as factor. We can write it as x into y, and this we can write as 2 into x into x into y into y. We can split it like this. Next, third part, in this you can see we have three terms, 1, 2 and 3. Two symbols are there, one is for plus, one is for minus. So total 3 terms are there. First term is 1.2 AB, second term is minus 2.4B, and third term is 3.6A. So this 1.2 AB we can write as 1.2 into A into B. Even this 1.2 also we can split it like this, 0.2 into 2 into 3. 2 into 2 4 and 3 12 and 1 decimal. Like this also you can split out. Same thing here, we can write it as minus 2.4 into b, and this 2.4 we can write as 0.2, minus symbol you can keep with any one factor, then 2 into 2 into 3. Here this 3.6 we can write as 3.6 into a, and again this 3.6 we can split out 0.2 into 2 into 3 into 3. Next, question number 6, we have to show the term and their factor, similar to last question. So in this question we have two terms. First term is 8x and second term is 3y square, and 8x we can write as 2 into 2 into 2 into x, and 3y square we can write as 3 into y into y. Second part, y minus y cube. So in this also we have two terms. First is y and second one is minus y cube. So y, only one factor is there y, but this y cube you can write minus y into y into y. Next, third part, 5xy square plus 7x square y. In this also two terms are there. First is 5xy square and second one is 7x square y. Now these terms we have to split into factors. So here factors are 5, x, y and y. In second one factors are 7, x and y. Next, fourth part, in this we have three terms, 1, 2 and 3. First is minus ab, second one is 2b square and third one is minus 3a square. So three terms are there. Now these terms we have to split into factors. So first we can write as minus a into b. Second we can write as 2 into b into b. And third we can write as minus 3 into a into a. Next, question number 7, write down the numerical coefficient of each of the following. So from these terms we have to write the numerical coefficient only. So only this numbering part and the symbol we will see here. This power we will not see. This literal part we will avoid. So here minus 7 is the numerical coefficient. In second one minus 2 is the numerical coefficient. Third one 6 is there, and fourth one 2 by 3 is there. Next, question number 8, write down the coefficient of x. So coefficient of x means just hide the x and whatever is remaining. So if you hide x here, we are left over with minus 4b. So minus 4b is the coefficient of x, which number is multiplied with x. In second one, if you hide this x, then remaining are 5, y and z. So 5, y, z is the coefficient of x. In third one, if we hide this x, then we are getting only the minus symbol. If you are not getting any number, then write 1. So minus 1 is the coefficient of x. In next one, minus 3 x square y. Sorry, this is x square. I have written x cube. So it will be 3xy. Only 1x we have to hide, then 1x will be left over. Next, question number 9, in minus 7xy square z cube, write the coefficient of 7x. So 7x we have to hide and remaining things we have to write. So if you hide 7x, we are getting minus y square and z cube. In second one we have to find the coefficient of minus xy square. So minus x and y square we have to leave, other things we will write. So 7 is left over and z cube is left over. So 7 z cube. Next, coefficient of x, y, z. So 1 x we have to leave, 1 y and 1 z. So remaining will be minus symbol 7, 1 y will be left over and z square is left over. Third, 7y z square. So minus symbol is left over, x is left over, then 1 y and 1 z. So minus x y z is the coefficient of 7y z square. Next, question number 10. Identify the term other than constant and write their numerical coefficient. Other than constant means this constant term which is not multiplied with any variable. This 3 is the constant term. Here 1 is the constant term, and here we don't have any constant term. So only the algebraic term we have to find out. Algebraic term means where some variable is multiplied. So in first one we have only this minus 7x is the algebraic term, and for this numerical coefficient is minus 7. In second one we have two algebraic term, first is 2x and second is minus 3x square. Numerical coefficient of 2x is 2, and for this numerical coefficient is minus 3. In third part we have two algebraic term, first is 1.2a and second one is 0.8b. For this one numerical coefficient is 1.2 and for second one numerical coefficient is 0.8. Next, question number 11. Identify the terms containing x and write the coefficient of x. Here we have two terms, first and second. First term we don't have x, only in second term we have x. So minus 8xy is the term which contain x. Now we have to write the coefficient of x. So only this x we will not write, remaining things we will write. So minus 8y. In second one we have two terms, first one also having x and second one also having x. So 7x and minus xy square. These are the two terms. For first coefficient is 7 and for second one coefficient is minus y square. In third we have three terms, first, second and third. First is not having x, second one is having x, 7xyz, and third also having x. So from first coefficient of x is minus 7y and z. Minus 7yz, and from this 4xy. Only one x we should not count, other remaining things we have to count. Next, question number 12. Identify the term which contain y square and write the coefficient of y square. In first part we have two term. First one is not having y square, only the second one is having. So term containing y square is minus x y square, and the coefficient of y square means only this y square you leave, remaining things we have to write. So minus x is the coefficient of y square. In second one we have three term, 1, 2 and 3. First one is having y square, second one is not having y square, and then third one is there. And coefficient of y square, in first it is 5 and second one it is minus 3x. Next, here we have three terms, 1, 2 and 3. First one we have only y, not y square. Second one is having y square, 15xy square, and third one also having y square. So from here coefficient of y square is minus 15x, and from here 7. Now next, question number 13. Classify into monomial, binomial and trinomial. Monomial means when having only one term. Binomial means if expression is having two terms, and trinomial means if expression is having three terms. Only the addition and subtraction will separate the term, multiplication will not separate the term. So here this is one term, we will count it as one term, and this is another term. So this is a binomial. Then in second one, minus 5xy square. Everything is multiplied together. So this is a monomial. In next one, x plus y minus xy. So 1, 2 and 3. Three terms are there. So this is a trinomial. Next, fourth also 1, 2 and 3. Three terms are there. This is also a trinomial. Next one, 1, this is one term and this is another term. So this is a binomial. Next 217, this is only one term, monomial. Next 1, 2 and 3. Three terms are there. So trinomial. And next last one, in this you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like 4 term, but this minus 7 and this 4 we can simplify and it will become 5x square plus 3x minus 3. And when you will see it is having 3 term, 1, 2 and 3. So this is a trinomial. Next question number 14, state whether the given pair of terms is of like or unlike. So like term is which have literal part same. This variable part should be exactly same. Number and symbol no matter, only this variable part we have to see. So you can see here we have x, it means these two are like terms. Second one, minus 29x minus 29y. X and y, these two are different. So these are unlike terms. Third, 2xy and 2xyz. These are also different because first number is not having z. So these are also unlike term. Next, 4m square p and 4mp square. You can see the power. M is having here power 2, here 1. P is also here 1, here 2. It is power wise it is different. So these are also unlike terms. Fifth one also you can see the power here x and z, here x square, z square. So these are also unlike. Sixth one, minus 5pq and 7qp. So p and q, order doesn't matter if it is here there, no problem, but pq. So these two are like terms. Next question number 15, we have to identify here like terms. So same variable part we have to see, x square y. Then this is xy square. This is not like to this. Then x square y. It means this one and this one are like term. Even this is also different. We have y square. So like terms are x square y and minus 2x square y. Second part, 3a square b, 2abc minus 6a square b, 4abc. So you can see 3a square b and here also a square b. These two are like terms. 3a square b and minus 6a square b. And we have here one more pair, this 2abc, 4abc. These are also like terms. Next, third part, we have to select like terms. So first we'll start from PQ, 10PQ. Anywhere else if it is PQ, you can see here minus 7PQ. Then 78QP. These three are like. Then we'll see another pair, P, 7P. Then 2405P. After this q we will check 8q minus 100q only this much. Then p square q square minus p square q square, then 12p square q square, only these are there. Then we will see the constant term, any constant term which is not having a variable, minus 23 and 41, these are without variable. Then we p square already, no, p square we have to check, minus 5p square and 701p square. Then we can see this 13p square q and qp square, 13p square q and qp square, these are the like term. Like this you have to check, and similar term like terms you have to write together which have variable part same. Next, question number 16, write down the degree of the polynomial. Polynomial is an algebraic expression which is having only the positive integral power. This power should be in plus and it should not be in fraction, it should not be in denominator, then it is a polynomial. And degree means highest power we have to see. So here power is 2, here 7 and here 8. So 8 is the highest. It means degree of this polynomial is 8. In this 3 and 2x, x power is 1, that is the highest power, degree is 1. Here we don't have any variable, it means the power is 0, x power is 0. In fourth one, x square, so maximum power is 2. 17 question also same type, write down the degree of polynomial. So if you have two variable x and y, then you have to join these power. Here power is 2, here 1 and 2 means 3. So from 2 and 3, 3 is the maximum, it means degree is 3. Here 1 plus 2, 3, 3 and here 4. 4 is the maximum, degree 4. In this one 3, here 1 plus 3, 4 and here 5. So degree is 5. Last question, 18th. State true and false. If 5 is constant and y is a variable, then 5y and 5 plus y are variable. Yes, this statement is true, because if you are adding variable or you are multiplying variable with number or subtracting or dividing, the total expression will become a variable. 7x has two terms, 7 and x. As we discussed, multiplication will not separate the term, this is one term only. So this statement is false. 5 plus xy is a trinomial. This is a binomial, only 1 and 2 terms are there. So this is also false. Fourth one, 7a into bc is a binomial. Multiplication will not separate the term. This we can write as 7abc. This is a monomial. So this one also false. 7x cube plus 2x square and 3x minus 5 is a polynomial. All the powers are in plus. So yes, this is a polynomial. This statement is true. In next one, 2x square minus 3 by x is a polynomial. You can see here this x is in denominator. It should not be in denominator. If it is in denominator, then it is not a polynomial. It is an algebraic expression only. So this statement is false. Next, coefficient of x in minus 3xy is minus 3. So if you hide x from here, we will get minus 3y. But they have given only minus 3, means this one also false. So this exercise has completed. Hope you understood these questions. Thank you for watching this video.